Right, good morning folks, how's it going? It's Catty's here, sitting in my car. I'm waiting for obviously the guys to come down and take us down to the location where we'll be starting this charity event today, or over the next couple of days, so looking forward to it. Good old sort of British spirit. It's raining, you know, a bit unusual here in the UK having a bit of rain, so makes it just a little bit more challenging, doesn't it? So stay tuned folks, and hopefully it'll be a good one. That was the best game of my life. Look, your wife's not here, you don't have to lie to us. You really don't have to lie to us. Whilst you're winning. Yeah, thanks sweetheart. So off she went. There was a
Lungs too widely spaced. Alright? And then what we do is you take your rope, hold it fairly taut, and go. What this goes that side, there goes this side. Right there. Here we go.
That's a long way.
Yeah. Next one up. That's a big old step on. You know you want to. Oh, no, go for it. I need another one in there.
get Chris on it.
You now see the basic principle of building the ladder as you go. Remembering not to put your.
Do you want to take it off now?
I can.
See that one going up there now? We're doing a bit of ladder making, and it was myself and this gentleman and this lady that actually put the knots in. But what we're going to do, we want to get someone quite weighty up there, so we're going to get Chris to climb up the ladder when we put the sticks up there. And we're also going to cut him as well, because he's like, you know, 'cause I don't like him. Well, we see we want to get the lightest bloke to test our bits of wood, so Chris is going to get up there for us.
I said to Des, all in the knots. Yeah, if the knots are right, then.
Yeah, no pressure.
The ladder will probably survive, the tree will probably crack.
Yeah.
And then this one goes behind that.
You going up, Chris?
You going up it?
Yeah, give it a go.
Do a little cut. We're going to get Chris to check it now. It's the lightest on the course, so on the day, so we get up here. Oh, the thing is, we're more worried about the tree breaking than the ladder.
It's not phased.
Put it to quite a test here, right?
Well, getting Chris up there, aren't we? Go on, son. Go on, Chris.
Touch your toes!
That's it. No ranking on that.
Did you measure that?
It's just demonstrating the quick release aspect of the.
That's that one. Cakes. Underneath. The contents of civil outings. The last one was the one in the video where it snowed. Okay. And
So the log's just weighing it down and keeping it taut.
yeah. And the sides you're going to re-secure. And ideally, when you set, reach through the hood, hopefully your last little toggle in there.
Okay, cool.
Yes, you need to get it looking neat and tidy.
Give it a whirl then.
So just seeing Neil set up his super shelter of sorts. I like the way he's done it really, because he's used the poncho. You know, I like using a poncho as well, but whereas I'm using it in the option of obviously using the orange sheet with the mylar or silver backing on it already. But I do like what he's constructed there. So he's incorporated the poncho and then his mylar sheet and everything else. So I quite like that idea. So right, I'm just going over to my vehicle, get my rucksack, and I'm going to head back into the woods and start creating my shelter. There's my other my old partner in crime, Barney. He's setting up his shelter.
Oh, it's same colour than where? I know what you're doing.
So you will do for tonight. And what we're going to do on the bedside.
Hotel basically, I haven't even tried it to see if yeah, I'm going to have to get one of those because it doesn't fit. Okay. Oh, don't line up.
Right, so the bivvy bag is the mattress, and I've got the Swagman, Helikon Swagman in there as my quilt. Oh, got a bit mad with the camera. Right, there we go, folks. Here we go. Acid test will be tonight, really. I'm going to have a fire, and then maybe when the fire goes down I might do the candle thing. The only thing is with the candle thing, you need to have it a little bit more vented, but yeah, we'll see how we get on anyway. See, there was a method in my madness. That's why I bought some beers, so when I drank them I can use them to make candle holders. Yay! Oh, it's 4:45 and already the light's starting to fade. It'll be dark by 4:30. So there's the fire place that I'm going to use. Kind of got them nice and long. They're going to be, obviously it's going to be a nice long fire. If I turn it round you can see it in relation to the shelter. So I've got some nice fine pine on there as well, so I can use that to obviously get going. Then I've got a selection of ash and all that there as well. I think what I'm going to do first is obviously make a fire and get warm that way, and then my plan is maybe just to use candles when it gets too cold. I'm going to try and use up all that wood first, and then obviously, you know, the candles afterwards. So we'll see how it goes. And because I bought a few cans of beer, I can obviously turn them into candle holders, can't I? See, there was a method in my madness. That's why I bought some beer. Yeah, so I think just to finish off then, I'll just get a bit more wood in before it gets dark, and then I think that will do for my fire. I'm not going to light the fire till later anyway, and then obviously take advantage of it then really. Barney's set up that side, but I have actually set it up so it is sort of one you know, steps pace away from my shelter. I'm going to have it ventilated, I reckon, with the candles. It just makes common sense, you know. It's pretty much a sealed unit, so I need a little bit of airflow in there as well. So when I come to use the candles, I'll obviously have to take advantage of the situation and have a little bit of a vent through there. But looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it. I think what's great about doing this experience, if you like, it's great. Neil was saying that he's had communication from people over in Canada that are doing a similar thing. Obviously their conditions are a little bit more on the challenging side than ours. We are expected some rain during the night, but you know, the temperature's supposed to go down, so you know, we'll live with that. And then Rob Woodsman, the Welsh guy, they're doing some sort of super shelter kind of camp out. And to cap it all, Rob's got a tam o'shanter as well, so you know, go and check his channel out. And then obviously what us guys are doing here, and I dare say there's other people elsewhere that we don't know about that are obviously getting out and sort of, you know, sort of waving the flag for moors. And it's nice to do, isn't it? So I'll try and video bits through the night, folks, if I wake up and I'm cold, freezing my backside off. If not, you'll see me in the morning, but obviously I'll be videoing bits and pieces between now and then anyway. So get my old candle holders on the go. Got a couple of Guinness cans. So it's actually just starting to rain, and if you remember, if you're a regular viewer to the channel, do apologise for the camera because it's sort of flopping all over the place. Remember I bought out that painted bushcraft bag, but in there I've got a load of birch bark and pine needles and stuff like that, because I did a demo today on how to make a rocket stove. So I thought I might as well take advantage of this and use this stuff to obviously get the fire going. So yeah, and then also I've got some King Alfred's cakes if I want to use them as well. Got a job load of them as well, so I might use a couple of them. So let's get the fire. Okay, let's get the old gloves off. Bit of light here. Just light a bit of birch bark. I'm literally just going to stick it in. Oh, it's gone out. Now, oh, that bit's gone out. No, it hasn't. It's going to light. Yeah, it's gone out. I think I need a lighter. Why is that just... Okay, it's all gone out. I thought that might be enough to get it going, but obviously not. Let's hold the high needles going. Okay, can't put me enough. Right. How are we looking? Well, that bit's working a bit better. Just light this bit in. Another birch bark. Right, so let's turn the light off. Turn my head torch out, and hopefully, folks, I'll get something going. It's literally started to rain, so it was a good idea to take advantage of the use the pine needles for, as well as all the other bits and pieces that I had. Get a fire going. Excellent. Hopefully that's done the job. Tickety boo. Alright. Alright, let's start with that bit. Just use that. I'll let that catch up. So obviously some of it's obviously gone out, but I'm not going to allow it to set light to itself. There we go. I'll turn the camera off, folks, and come back in a little while, but it's starting to go. It's quite established, but obviously I wanted to get it along the whole length of the long fire, as it were. Struggling a tiny bit there. To put a bit of King Alfred's cakes on there. Looks like the tinder that I used all went out. Don't really know why, but it is what it is, and hopefully it's going now. What I did do, I did move some of the tinder around, so whether or not that had something to do with it as well, I don't know. It's very damp, I've got to admit, but you think a lot of that pine needle would take, wouldn't you? All the pine branches, all the stuff that snapped. But, you know me, I like to show it for real folks, you know what I mean? Anyway. I totally forgot about all the twig matter I had the other side of the fire actually, so I'm not going to take advantage of that, I suppose. I've just put the cans on the fire because I want to burn the alcohol out. But oh, flipping heck, they're so, with the aluminium, it's so thin. It's shocking how hot that fire's getting. I put that can in to obviously just burn the Guinness out of it, and it's already started to emaciate, started to lose it. Look how thin that's gone. That's just melted into the fire, that Guinness can. Well, I managed to get the other two out, so just managed to burn the Guinness out, and they're obviously going to be my little candle holders. I've got two out, and then obviously there's a full can of beer so I can have as a refreshment, liquid refreshment around the fire, and that'll be my third can. Oh my word, oh, the temperature in here is incredible. I've got a moth in here. Oh, it's shockingly warm. I've got a moth in here. Let's get you out. Oh mate, I mean obviously we've got the fire, but oh mate, this is hot tent in it. This is it's shocking, the heat that's coming off here at the moment.
You filming this?
Yeah, it's absolutely baking hot. It really is warm. I mean, crikey, it ain't going to stay like this all night, but yeah, very impressed so far, I've got to admit. There's a fire blazing on the outside, mate, I kid you not. Honestly, the heat in here at the minute is shocking. I mean, obviously that ain't going to stay like that all night, but as you saw previously, I've got loads of wood cut up as well if I need to use it. At the moment there's a lot of pine on there as well, so yeah, I'll be folks, I kid you not, right now at the moment, I mean I know it's too hot. I mean I know it's such a good idea, I really think it's a good idea, but in our country, unless we get sort of like really real minor conditions, I mean, crikey, you know, I could strip down to my underpants right now, and it's just like a hot tent. It really is.
I'm coming in for a spoon, mate. Mate,
it's shocking, isn't it? It's shocking, isn't it? It's shockingly warm. It's awful. It's too hot, isn't it?
That's what I said.
Oh, it's shocking. Oh, you know, I mean, don't get it wrong, it's a great idea, but wow, that's shockingly warm, isn't it, mate? Isn't it? It's shocking. But then again, 2 or 3 hours time, and that's going to be fucking, I'm going to be freezing my arse off in here, you know.
Tell you what, if you'd had that in the hunter-gatherer, that would have been a fucking...
Oh, mate, yeah, all day long. Yeah,
You've been sitting there, right,
yeah.
Joe? The back.
Yeah.
Come on in. You wanted a sweat bath.
Barney's set up opposite me, and I'm a step from the fire, and Barney's kind of probably about 2 steps from the fire, and even he's feeling the heat off it as well. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's early days yet, you know what I mean, it's you know, we've got the fire really radiating off a lot of heat. It's a little bit too much for me personally. I could strip down to my undercrackers, you know what I mean? And I won't want to spoil you folks with that. Yeah, I think my lips are getting dry. But it really is giving off a nice bit of heat. Yeah, I mean, one, I wouldn't want to be using it too often, but certainly for kind of a survival, sort of maybe in the winter, you know, like real maybe winter conditions, it's maybe worth an option to have a plastic sheet and some mylar, or one of these shelters that I've got by Util. What I do need to do is bring my rucksack in, just to sort of block up the end. But I'm going to leave it open a little bit just to allow a bit of airflow in it, because at the moment it's just you know, I keep harping on about it, but it is really hot in here. It's such a great idea, it really is a great idea. Right, as you get the picture, it's warm in here at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to sleep as is. I'm not even going to bother putting the Swagman over me at the moment. I'm literally just going to sleep on top of it, because I don't need it. The ambient temperature in there right now is blazing, so I'm going to sort of get my head down for a while and let the cold wake me up, and then we'll see how we get on then. So as you can see, the fire's blazing through the plastic, so I'm going to get my head down anyway and see how we get on. So don't know what time it is now, bear with us folks, just let me have a look. It is now 11 minutes 23:10, so hopefully wish me some sleep. Oh, I'm actually quite tired actually. Sleep, but the only thing is when I got up one to have a wee, two to build a fire up, I got cramp in my calf and I fell forward. Put a hole in my plastic. But it's raining at the moment anyway, but I've built the fire back up, so you could probably hear some snoring. That's Barney. So it's not too bad in here actually, you know, considering. So yeah, go back to sleep now. Good morning folks, how's it going? Quite nice last night really. So take two folks, right, so quite a pleasant night's sleep actually, just getting tidied away now. Fireplace is all covered in leaf matter. I had a slight little accident last night where when I went up to go for a waz, I got cramp in my calf, lost my balance and put my hand through the bottom of the plastic, so I had to then duct tape it up when I got back under the shelter. But other than that, you know, I think most people sort of had a reasonably alright skip. It was actually it's raining still at the moment, you know, it's quite wet. Before we went, you know, earlier on in the evening it was nice bright clear sky. Just thought it was going to be cold, but now it's a bit of a combination of cold and wet. So anyway, oh yeah. Alright folks, that's it now, so I'm off home. Hope you enjoyed that video. Please don't forget to leave your comments and maybe some suggestions for some future videos. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright, so take care folks. Still raining. Laters.